So in our first couple years of marriage, the day my wife and I had the most conflict was Saturdays. All that wide open space combined with our own individual agendas, combined with the fact that we were still newlyweds and trying to be really nice to each other, meant we had all these conflicting desires and emotions internally that eked out in weird kind of ways. And I found that it's true in lots of marriages where Saturdays tend to be a high conflict kind of a day. So if it's true in your marriage, at least know that your misery has plenty of company. Welcome to Sunday's Best 3 Minutes, where we are currently big fans of wide open spaces, but at the same time we are producing one big idea from Sunday's message and bringing it to you in a portable package. This is our 5th week in a marriage series called Happily Ever After. All of us want happily ever after in our marriages, but getting there takes a whole lot of work. So we're taking some time this fall to dig in and get to happily ever after. Today we're talking about conflict, and the reality is this: in a fallen world, good conflict is essential for happily ever after. Some of us hate this reality, but for all of us, we've got plenty of examples of bad conflict. And the book of James helps us to root out some of the prime causes of bad conflict when he says this: fights and quarrels come from your desires that battle within you. You covet, but you cannot get what you want. So you quarrel and fight. On our quarreling Saturdays, my wife and I had these warring desires in us that we couldn't figure out a healthy way to express. And one of the loudest warring desires was coveting. Coveting is a grasping, striving demand that my needs get met in exactly the way I want them to be met. James says that when coveting's in play, we have unproductive, bad conflict. It's not about the other person. It's about what's going on inside of us. So next time you're stuck in an unproductive conflict, try asking this question: what's this conflict about, really? What are the things I think I need that are driving this fight that may or not be true? Are there spiritual dynamics in play here that need to be addressed? The scriptures declare that in Jesus Christ, God, who owes us nothing, has instead given us everything. And we are invited to look to Him for our daily bread. Am I rooted in this larger reality of God's provision for me as I engage in this conflict? Are there legitimate needs that you have that need to be met and addressed in more constructive and productive ways? Are we developing a relationship with our spouse where we're learning how to love and serve and prefer the other person to lay down our rights that contributes to mutual flourishing? Is there stuff surfacing in this conflict that's just showing me what's in my heart that needs to be done away with? Selfishness, pride, envy? What is this conflict about really? Just might help you to press past bad conflict to get to good, productive conflict. And good conflict is essential to all of us who want to walk the path to happily ever after. Thanks so much for watching this week on Sunday's Best 3 Minutes.